Welcome back to The Greatest Show. I'm Jake Yale Harris. How are you folks doing today? Hello, Faith. Am I that far over? There we go. That's better. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Here's your hydrate, by the way. Good water. Thanks. You're welcome. Hello. Hello, Faith. Hope you've had a good week. Yeah. Let's get into some Séance of Blake Manor. I didn't think you guys ever see if that was catching. Man's Thor. No, just feeling a little better today, which means I really need to start pushing the liquids, because that's been part of the trouble this past week with me being sick is I've just not felt like hydrating, which is obviously, this is the time you need to hydrate the most, and I could not push liquids for the fucking life of me. So got something for lunch that probably wasn't the best for my diabetes, but also, boy, am I gonna drink. So, not a good reason to do it at all, by no means. Better for my health if I just ate better and drank water, but it'll do something. Anyway, so this is a game. I don't want to call her a content creator because she does so fucking much, and not in like a bad way, like into like, holy shit, how does this girl have any time, and this person have any time to do anything with how much she does? But through her YouTube videos, her name's Alana Pierce. You may recognize her as a game dev, you might recognize her as a voice actor, you may recognize her as like an actual like game journalist, not just shitposting making videos on YouTube, but also shitposting making videos on YouTube. And she did a video that came across my feed of like her top five games of 2025 that you have.
And his name is John C.
Hello, Splash Cena. Good morning. So anyway, she did a list of her favorite games of 2025 you hadn't heard of. There weren't her five favorite games of all time. She mentioned her game of the year was Blueprints, although she also really liked Clair Obscur. And then she worked on some game, maybe is her heard of, called Dispatch. Yeah, she's one of the voice actors in that one. So obviously her biased opinion was that too, which, it's a very good game, and a lot of people it is their game of the year. So, but anyway, so it didn't include any of those, but she did include this one, and basically, if I remember correctly, the thing that sold me on this and her argument for it was, if it weren't for Blueprints, this would have been her puzzle game of the year. This game's currently on sale right now, but even if it wasn't on sale, you can get it bundled with Blueprints, because I guess the devs of the games liked each other's games and decided this would be cool, let's do it. So apparently, like, there's a lot of we'll get some very Blueprints feelings from this. I don't think it's roguelike like Blueprints, but like very distinguished, or very cool art style, very like distinct is what I was looking for. I kept trying to say distinguished. I'm like, no, not that. So yeah, let's jump in. Start a new game, yes. Detective sale on Steam right now, and so many games I want to get. Yeah, this is on sale
Mr.
again.
Ward.
Ooh.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Deane. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world.
Yeah, Splash,
A further
literally the week I
£300
was
will
like
pay
set to
out
start retreat.
if you find her alive.
The week after, like
I
the
know
week
the west
before,
of
I was
Ireland might
like,
well
hey, I'm
be
gonna
the
do
far side of
retreats,
the world
East Street,
for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man,
which
a
made me
steadfast
realize,
investigator,
fuck, I didn't have to stream
and
this.
perhaps most importantly,
Game is
God.
louder than you? Okay.
I pray for the girl that this is true.
I was curious about that, looking at the levels. At the very least, we're competing, and so I was thinking, is this a spooky? The number one tag for this on Steam was Supernatural. I always hesitate to trust, like, to put too much trust into Steam tags because they can be modified by the community. I think it's gonna be eerie. I think there's gonna be a little bit of like unsettling, like the vibes are gonna be unsettling, but there's not gonna be necessarily like outright like jump scares and stuff like that. I'm not expecting any of that. Maybe there is, and I'll get eerie's fine. I can't get too horror. Yeah, fair.
Evelyn Deane, daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Deane. I wonder if my employer hired me because of my
Instant
past
eerie
with her
noise.
father. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death. I suppose that too will become clear in time.
All right, let's turn down this master volume, down this. If you only go in increments of 10, why even have it out of 100? Why not just do it out of 10? All right. Well, that looks a lot better. Okay. I can fully look around. You can run faster by pressing shift. You can move faster by running. Press shift to run. You move slower when crouching. Press control to toggle crouching. Settings can be altered through the options menu. Hold left click to proceed. Okay. I am crouched. Ah, it's toggle crouch. Is it toggle run? Oh.
Hello? Is somebody there?
Oh.
What in hell?
I think it was maybe a little too low. The lateness of the hour and long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. Evidence records, washroom. When you check all the evidence you find in the records, press 2 to access the records. Records contain a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed. Up 1? Okay, yeah. I am in agreement on that. For further information, examine your hiring letter, for example. Hold left click to proceed. All right, let's look at the hiring letter first, though. Mr. Ward, October 26th. 26th, by the way. 26th. I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in... I'm about to piss off the whole of Ireland. Connemara. Yesterday, a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Deane, photograph enclosed. Everyone here... Oh, we heard this part. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened, but her room's not been slept in, nor has any local seen her off hotel grounds. She has not left, of that I'm sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick. I fear she's not long for this world. Further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you.
J.K.L. Harris smells like syrupy waffles.
Hello, Sir underscore Mimikyu. Hello, Sir underscore Mimikyu Raiders. Which includes me. Oh god, I gotta stop lurking myself. This is awkward. What the fuck? Why would you make me lurk myself? How are you? How is the rest of the rivals? Did you rival everything? Two stinky games in a row. Enough rivaling. Me music, mim, let's go. Well, I'm sorry about the two stinky games in a row. You had a lot of stinky games today. Might I say, Rivals a stinky game? Deadpool looks fun, though. They've now added Deadpool to the Rivals. That's low rank Rivals for you? Yeah, that's what I'd be playing if I was playing Rivals, so high rank isn't as bad. I still feel like even when I watch like Primal, like way too many games come down to who has the worst player in the lobby. Which, like, I'm so glad people love team games, and I'm glad there's lots of options out there. Yeah, that's most competitive team games, and that's why I really just don't have fun with them anymore. Is as long as I'm not the worst person in the lobby, a lot of those games come down to stuff that seems out of my control. And that's why I play single-player games like this. The Séance of Blake Manor. I'm J.K.L. Harris, recovering Dead by Daylight streamer. What I heard is I should play, so there's always someone worse than Ben for sure. Well, no, that's the problem. If I'm the worst player, at least I can hold myself accountable and be like, well, if I'd done that better, then maybe that would have changed the game. If I'm not the worst player, then there's nothing I can do. And that's just infinitely more frustrating. This has nothing to do with whether or not you suck. Highest rank I got in Battlefield 3 was around 15. Oh, Battlefield 3. I maxed out the rank system in Battlefield 3. Whoo, boy, did I play a lot of Battlefield 3. Anyway, I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honorable man, but with you. A steadfast investigator and perhaps most importantly, godly. Pray for the girl that this is true. Sincerely, concerned party. I could pick out one of the games where, yeah, I played like ass. Yeah, you had that Deadpool game where you didn't even get an assist, but like that was quick play. Like I don't know. I don't even know if I wasn't watching enough of that game to see how poorly your teammates were playing, but but that was the game where like you were the only one shooting the penny nests. So I don't even know if that was even the game where you were the worst. If you were the only one shooting the penny nest. There's a game what 0-8? Oh. Were you playing lore accurate Spider-Man? Because in which case, perfect. Ultron and Namor. Oh, fair enough. Just kept dying. As Ultron and as Namor? Oh my gosh. Wow, yeah. That's when you're having a rough game if you're dying a lot as those two. It's really nice to have heat. I believe you. Hearing how the direction your temperature was going last night is, your heater wasn't working was not good. Anyway, let's fix this audio issue. Ooh, what else is there? There's nothing else. Discussable with whoever that is. Map of the region. All right. Cool. I've conquered this land in EU4. And in CK3, and in CK2. And a Hoi 4. Luggage. Discussable with that person. Photograph of Miss Deane. There it is. I was waiting for the Hoi. Look. Sometimes you're playing as a UK that decides to reinstate the was it Edward? Was he Elizabeth's uncle? I can't remember right now off the top of my head. Yes? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Hoi, the one that abdicated? Yeah, he can get reinstalled because he's friendly to a certain regime. And you know, if you're doing that, you might as well take over. What the fuck? Look! Sometimes I have done so many runs as the allies in Hoi 4. Sometimes you gotta mix it up and just see what the other ones are like. Is that historic? Is that historically accurate? Well, so obviously, like friendly is a broad term. Sympathetic's probably a little too strong. I can't remember the exact story. Like, it's discussed in The Crown. So, you know, whenever we do finally watch The Crown, it is the point of it is the story of an entire episode. I think the long story short is in the lead up to World War II. Edward was sent as like an emissary to Germany and came back saying lots of nice things about the Reich. I think once the war started, he didn't say he like never said a nice thing again. But it is one of those things that was like when it came, like it got brought up again later and was like buried by the royal family because obviously here's someone saying nice things about Hitler. So it's one of those things where like would he actually have if so if I remember correctly in Hoi 4 that is not the like, hey, Germany wins and installs it. It's, hey, what like the fascists within the UK, who would they install as their leader if they took over? And I think that's it's one of those things of like we don't care that you married this because she was a D4C, right? That's why he was forced to abdicate, is because that and I think it was one of those things of like, hey, we'll do this for you. We'll let you be king with her if you know, are not spelling it out as like, oh, if you'll be a puppet figurehead, but like basically like, how dare she have been married and left the marriage? Yeah, no, for sure. But man, it's tough. I've never had to marry anyone, so like I don't know what it's like to marry someone that you know I'm not in love with, but also marriage is dumb. I think there's some benefits of it. Hiring letter, we already read this, so we've gone through everything. Okay, gone through everything. Can't click on any of the other things. Tab. but I can turn this master volume up 1. And by up 1, I mean up 10. Yeah, Splash is biased, Faith. Don't mind her. E. A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. Wait, so I can... Oh. There was a number next to it. S. Okay, so south, west, north. Damp garment. Can I... Oh, this takes a minute. I think. Watch. It's going to go to 1102. Hey! Big political marriage dumb. I think there's a number of reasons to marry. And I think political marriages have done a lot of good in history. Considering marrying for love is a fairly recent idea. I mean, is it? Like... I think the concept of that probably you should only marry for love is incredibly recent. But I don't... People have been marrying out of love for centuries. Shouldn't have to basically hold family and sausages to get along. No, there's lots of things we shouldn't have to do, but we basically end up doing it anyways because society, we have a hard time finding alternatives. Yeah, people going back to ancient times married out of love. Like, they weren't necessarily in love by what we have today's standards for, but like, they certainly were like, oh, heck no, I'm gonna fucking shrimp. Did you sip? Oh, I didn't do a second sip. You're right. There we go. There's something in the fountain where I thought I saw that woman. A shawl? Can I take it? Oh. Got a bad feeling about this place. I sip, you sip, we sip. No shrimp? Oh my gosh. Yeah, you splash. Okay, so the amount of time that we're taking up is interesting. Wonder what that exactly means. Hello, barrel. Barrel of rusty-colored rainwater. Does it take up time if I do it again? No. Okay. So if I click on something... Well, so far, if I click on something, I can then relook at it all I want. Anything sticking out? Chatteroo moved my streak again, even though I lurk every time. Yeah, so I definitely... First off, Twitch will just randomly decide you were not a viewer. So you guys all know Amu. He streams once a week on Wednesdays. And I am there every Wednesday. Maybe for an hour sometimes because he streams kind of late for me. Or kind of late even for me. But I'm there every Wednesday. Including on New Year's Eve. Where I was there for like 4 hours. Chatting most of the time. Shit posting, all that good stuff. Following Wednesday, Twitch said I had lost my viewer streak in Amu's channel. I go back to check the VODs to see if like something happened, if like he had to restart streams at some point during the night and that did it. And no, the last VOD on there showed my fucking watch progress of like 3 hours in. And there's no... Twitch isn't taking any specific feedback about the watch streaks or any of this stuff, and so, yeah. I just was like, well, fuck me, I guess. Thank you, Twitch. Very cool. I slight tangent. I will say it is making me incredibly concerned of. Hey, if Twitch didn't count me as a view, like that for part of my streak, did I even count as a view for like Amu's ads or like other purposes? Small indie company. True. Jeff Bezos is just a small time guy out here trying to make his way in the world. But yeah, I have genuine concerns about. Okay, so am I actually getting my ad revenue correctly? Is my ad revenue correct? Because, or are you running ads for people that not counting them as viewers, for example? Do you take the midnight train? Go in anywhere. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Deane's whereabouts. Time is of the essence if you're to solve the mystery of Blake Manor. Time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. Hold left click to proceed. You'll have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Deane's departure. You'll be free to further explore the manor of the companies. Oh! So this isn't the only mystery. Okay. Nice, accurate Irish jack-o'-lanterns. Oh. Well, if that's the case. There's nobody around. I can ring their section bell or spend a moment taking in the place first. Turnips. You record your goals and progress on the mystery map. Press 1 to access this. You should have unlocked a mystery. You should investigate it. I've arrived at the manor to confirm if Miss Deane was here, and if no longer present, was the manor of her leaving cause.
J.K.L. Harris smells like syrupy waffles.
Should I just go fucking lurk soda poppin' now? Because apparently everyone I'm lurking is raiding me. Hello, Squidge. Hello, Sleepy. How was the Power Wash Simulator 2? Guys, please go check out Squidge. Fantastic, fantastic streamer. Does a great variety of stuff. Always a ton of fun over there. Now I have 2 Harris. How do you think I feel? I'm bloody loving it. Add Squidgy Oak too. Tio? Cool. I greatly enjoyed my time at Power Simulator 2. I'm 2 achievements from fully doing it as well. Although the last 2 achievements, one I've already done and it didn't register, and it's one of those you have to clean this thing last, and I'm dreading doing it again. And then the other one is like cleaning the planets in order, and I'm dreading that one. I got a bit emotional, but no one saw. That song does it to me every time. Oh. Well, I'm glad. I don't know if you need to go take care of yourself or anything. I know it's late over there. You're not even the first British person to raid me tonight. But I appreciate you. I'm not up to that. I just started theater. Okay. But if you need to go take care of yourself, please do. We're playing the Séance of Blake Manor over here. We're in Ireland for this. So if y'all want to make fun of my Irish pronunciations, yeah. First ever game I had a level 3 artist in Storm Chaser. Oh, hi Raiders. Hey, look, it's my other British Raider. But yeah, it's apparently a detective mystery. I'll be looking for a little. I'll go chat to my brother off stream. Yeah, go. Take care of yourself. And guys, again, please go check out Squidge. While I go find someone else to fucking lurk. No, I do appreciate it. It's always so funny to me when I'm like, all right, I'll go find someone else to lurk, and then 5 minutes. Mim isn't British. He's British when it's convenient to our arguments. I never said Irish was British. Don't worry, I'm not that stupid. I'm very stupid, but I'm not that stupid. Oh, Harris, wait. No, I said they're not. I know they're not. Bay officially became British? Oh, jeez. I thought you were saying oh, Harris, like I did say that that Irish are British. Although, if I want to get cheeky, I think Ireland is technically a British Isle. He christened his kitchen with beads on... No. Why would you do that? There's like actual Danish food he could have done that with. What the fuck? Anyway, we arrived at the manor confirmed Miss Deane was here. If no longer present, was the man of her leaving cause for concern. Got him hooked? Hiring letter. Check in. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals context for why two nodes are connected. Nim didn't even get me hooked on beans on toast. I should ring the bell so I can speak to the manager and check in. Could Miss Deane still be at the manor? Alright. Wait, why can I... Okay, I can now click on... I can click on these two, but I can't click on the timetable or the map. I only have 57 more minutes to do all this. Oh. Hydrant, thank you. That's so cool. That's such a cool effect. Look at this. I know. Faith is blocking with her hydrate. C is not a proper... Oh, no. Uh-oh. I can't read the entertainment schedule without clicking on it. Okay. We'll ring the bell first. Because... Ah.
Yes?
Yes?
Hello. I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
Huh. I've never been one to be like, oh, I need to look up protagonist names. Because, you know, who cares? But every once in a while, shares a name with someone you know, and you're just like, oh, that's weird.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Alright. Sign in. Telegraph machine's broken. Utilize people, documents, and certain items with magnifying glass to hunt for observations. What is this? Evelyn Deane. Miss Deane signed the registration book a few days ago. A lot of names here all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Deane, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Okay. Can I look at any of the other ones? Only one guest is signed with an X, meaning this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. Person X and a father, Lorcan Sinnott, signed in after Miss Deane reportedly went missing. Alright, let's sign in. Should examine the book before signing. Hello? Oh, observations 3 of 4. What have I missed? Oh. Guest sign-in times. The record of who arrived and departed and when. I notice Miss Deane did not sign out. Alright, I should make sure
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
It is 11:05 p.m.
Indeed. The, seance. I noticed the Miss Deane's name signing in.
Deane.
Does that happen to be Evelyn Deane?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer.
Okay.
Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes.
But she didn't sign out.
Can I help with anything else?
Engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select Discuss Evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Miss Deane. Select Discuss Evidence to proceed. Navigate to the People category to ask about Miss Deane. People. Discuss. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Deane departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? Ah, in truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir, this was the first time she stayed here. The butler did it, only second to the captain. There's a lot I can discuss with him. Evidence versus everything. Evidence versus everything just adds in Vincent Varley. I can discuss this with him. So sure. You will think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility has a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a Benai? I'm going to put myself on the left side. I'm just going to do that right now. That's not... I see what I did. Can I... Oh, wait, can I do this? No. Oh, that sucks. I have to move separately. Okay. Wouldn't uppies be better? I don't know yet. Honestly, games tend to have, games like this tend to have a lot of information up top because it's like, I don't know, that's a good place for I don't want it be staring at it all the time, but I want to have it easily accessible. So I tend to try to stay out of the top unless I know for sure that's the only spot. Uppies! I for sure know that it seems like all the conversations happen on the right side. So I should just be on the left, for sure. And it might be that I end up right here. Okay, good. Well, not good. You do see the mouse when it is. Maybe current game isn't capturing. That might be why. Alright. A bean nigh. I am absolutely pronouncing that right, because the way it's italicized makes he thinks it's Irish, and there's no way it's just pronounced the same way fucking English would spell it. It'd be fitting for the time of year and gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being washed. Bednier or Bonnier? Or Bonnie? Okay. Was there anything else that I would want to talk about? Actually, yes. The broken telegraph machine. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down? It is. Likely the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire up the replacement, but I've had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. Is there anything else? I guess, let me know more about this. It looks like you've gone to some trouble with this event. The seance is the first of its kind. It seemed prudent to put some expense in the event. What makes this seance distinct from any other? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be the best source for an in-depth explanation, but I will try my best. A typical seance allows only limited communication with the ghost, limited that a medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. It's believed that, in the right time of year, with the right collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved. And so these people have gathered here at Samhain. Would you like to know the lore, folklore, which she's supposed to be? No, because I don't know if there's going to be a clue in there that I'm not supposed to know yet. So if I'm supposed to know more, I'm sure the game will tell me. And if I don't, then we'll find out later. Where and when the veil is thinnest to see if that is true. As I say, that is the belief. Whether you believe it, Mr. Ward, is up to you. Alright, let's analyze? Oh, analyze him. His glasses. Cracked glasses. They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely you'd have had them fixed. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Hand on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Okay. Let's leave.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning.
For the morning.
If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
Okay. First thing I'm curious about is if summoning him will take another minute. So, Miss Deane was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It would be good to see the letter she left behind. Seems my cutoff for investigating is midnight. I should get a move on. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see which object you can interact with, hold down space to enable detective vision. Okay, ringing the bell doesn't cost me any more time. Ooh, this is what I see when I hold down space. There's a lot. A lot of papers. Nothing in here catches my eye. Okay. It takes a minute to close the drawer, but it was free to open it. Interesting. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use the scroll button to navigate your actions. Hold left click to proceed. Okay, I can listen. Let's listen. Sounds like there's something on the other side. Assuming it's him. Let's look at the entertainment schedule. Let's think of all guest activities planned for this event. A welcome luncheon on Monday, 3 p.m. afternoon tea and lawn games, 8 p.m. bridge game, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. horse riding, 2 p.m. parlor games, Thursday, 2 p.m. archery, elsewise cricket, 8 p.m. divination with Mrs. Mantovani, Friday, 11 a.m. carriage tour of land, Saturday, masked ball. Or masked ball tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. Okay, so it's currently Friday. Then there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. in the dining room. Then 9's the great seance. The grand seance takes place in the hedge maze. Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks be posted outside the room each morning. Now we know the evidence check. Discs. Private letter. Private letter. Private letters. List of the staff's rota for the next few days. Record the movements by timetable in case it proves useful. Okay. Let's close it. I think we should try and find the letter in case it is out here. What is all this? Books. Toys. Newspaper. What is this paper? Paper from 3 years ago. The main story is a carriage accident that resulted in the death of the Marquis's wife. We'll close that. Alright. Letters from Mr. Dupree. He's half-heartedly inquiring about a... Wait, we're actually reading the letter? He's half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. A personal letter from a Victoria Lau. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Letter is written in a swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. Wait, that's it. Looks around out here. I'm not sure Miss Deane's letter is still being kept in the reception area. Likely the manager has it in his office. All right. Let's enter. Ah.
Sir, this area is for staff only.
My bad.
I would kindly ask you to leave this room.
Would you kindly? Oh, fuck. We're playing Bioshock.
If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
All right. Okay, I can look at those. I can go out the door. That's it for out here. Why can I look at you? That's interesting. The cloakroom. What's in the cloakroom? I know what I know what a cloakroom is. I'm curious what's in it. Okay, lots of stuff to look at. I gotta look at 41 more things, which doesn't feel like a lot. I was surprised it wasn't more fancy. Oh, box of salt used to absorb moisture for the coats and boots kept here. Oh, okay. Crates are empty other than the rotting turnips. Well, I'm wasting my time working on stuff. Okay, let's do this. Blast cold. Mr. Hunter best get on with fixing that window soon. That window? You know what? Fuck it. A St. Brigid's Cross. Are one of the staff putting these up around the manor? There's nothing in these pockets. Uh-oh. But I gotta look at all the... Oh. Okay. These now don't have a timer, but this one still does a time. A lightly perfumed coat. There's a note in the pocket. Miss Deane, I would like to speak with you. Perhaps Saturday, the bar at 5 p.m. This note is addressed to Miss Deane, which makes me wonder if this is her coat. Then she is supposed to have left. Who's Blake Manor, and why are we doing a ghost dance for him? Because he's cute? Hello, Lucy. How are you? Boots. With the fur? Boots for use by the guests. They're average-sized boots, larger ones and smaller ones. The whole club was not looking at her. All right, that is everything in here, right? Okay, well, the coat was nice. But I don't know what... Telegraph room? What if we fix it? There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air in here. Uh-oh. There's nothing I can see from here that would be causing the burnt smell in the room. Alright, so the telegram machine's broken. Alright. See, somebody was trying to follow these instructions. Zinc disc, electrolyte bridge, copper disc. Oh, this is the things that were out in the... There's a bunch of discs out in the main lobby. Voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. The cells made up of 2 discs called anode and cathode separated by an electrolyte bridge. But what's the required output voltage? Adgen 5. Okay. Huh. So he did do enough for 4? Oh, we need 6 volts. Insane. Okay. I think I'm gonna run the ad. We'll warm ourselves by the fire hole and run this ad. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Oh, me. Once you start watching the pit, you get hooked. What can I say? I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. See you soon. All right, we're back. Okay, so no, that's not what I wanted to do. So let's go grab the discs, I guess. Cool. I don't know what that was, but it was scary. Well, these discs must be part of the telegraph machine that Mr. Varley was trying to get working. He seemed quite vexed to have to prepare the order by hand as a result. If he can assist its repair, he'll warn them to me. Cool. I've got the discs. All right. So we need to get to 6 volts because it says 6 right there. These burned out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of fire. Okay. Oh, well that's the problem. All right, let's give this a try. Use these new discs to replace the old ones. You need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. Just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay, so we go copper, electrolyte, zinc. Copper, electrolyte, zinc. Copper, electrolyte, zinc. That's 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 6. Okay, let's test this. Battery seems to be working. Telegraph machine now has a hub to it. I should tell the manager. Sandwich. Well, determine whether any suspicious happened to Miss Deane before I retire for the night, then I'm running out of time. Well. Hydrate, thank you. What are these? Empty envelopes for letters yet to be written. Fuck! Alright, so we... Ring-a-ding-ding. Ding-ding!
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Alright. Let's discuss the telegraph machine. Fixed. Manager's method for sending and receiving telegrams. Now fixed.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me.
Yep.
You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Jacques quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Character locations, point of interest, and rooms can be viewed on the map. Press 4 to access this. This is the map. Yellow array indicates where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep on the map. And keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manor is explored. Hold left click to proceed. Okay. Let's get in here. All right. That's the paper. Those are books. The entertainment schedule, staff roster, room rack. Let's look out the window. The place is freezing. Perhaps this explains Mr. Varley's demeanor. But I can't close it. There's something in the bin. A letter from a supplier requesting payment for goods delivered here for this event. Well, shit. Okay, so then... what do we look at? The stack of letters? Various letters from the guests making requests to the hotel for the duration of their stay. Is it just the ones on here? Mr. Varley's mid-draft orders. He's requesting payments hold off until after this event is over. Response to Mr. Varley, who seems to have asked after a child on behalf of the young mother. The letter assures them the child is safe, but is otherwise not forthcoming. A record of who is in which room. Useful information to have. There's something under it. Ah. I think this... Yes, this is Miss Deane's departure letter. On his desk? Strange. He must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does this match her signature in the sign-in book? Right, it's not only bedtime for the beans, the bell, but also me. Good night, Faith. Good night, Splash. Are there any differences between these two signatures? Yes. That is very different. That's different. What? How is... Oh. That is. Signatures are close, but they don't match. Good night, Faith. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? You've got enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords. Reach hypothesis. Press 1 to access this. 1. I have done a lot. Okay. I feel like I'm playing Outer Worlds again. Or Outer Wilds. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words. Use the keywords gleaned for evidence. Press Consider to determine if you are correct. Hold to proceed. Okay. Outer Wilds on sale right now? Fucking get it! Okay. Think. Make a hypothesis. Miss Deane's departure letter is forged. Consider. What if? I know what happened here.
So, Miss Deane didn't leave the hotel.
Sorry about that.
And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
They can write.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland.
Well, sure, true. Fucking unfortunately.
The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Deane.
Mystery solved. We didn't solve the mystery. She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think she did. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Deane, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to load its suspects on the screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Hold left click to proceed. Four out of 7 facts unlocked. Found various writing from him. We have 1 of 9 facts unlocked about the culprit. Now, he seems intrigued by her letter as much as we are, which seems reason enough to think that it's not him. Or maybe not as much as we are, but he is definitely... He's not exactly buying it either, even if he says he is.
Mr. Ward.
Ah.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready.
Uh-oh. Out the window. We don't need him to know that we were in there.
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. The porter shall meet us there.
This is cool. Ooh. Wait, what can I look at right now? Edward Blake, the first Marquess of Dune. Edward Blake, the man who built this manor, according to the plaque. Library topic unlocked. Closed in preparation for Saturday evening's ball. Jonathan Blake, the owner of this estate, painted here with his young son Walter and late wife Mary. Why'd you say that name? Also, it's Martha, not Mary. Why did I do that? Why did I fucking ruin my voice and make myself cough and need to hydrate just for a fucking dumb joke that's not even the right name? Evidence records Mary Blake. Uh-oh. An intricate display that lacks the Blake family crest. Perhaps a trophy. That's pleasant. Uh-oh. Who is that? Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Get a grip, Declan. You're tired of this place is getting to you. Hauntings. Who's that? They got a raven. He thinks it doth protest too much. Recent drawing of the manor. Anyway, Black tells me this is Walter Blake, the Marquess's only child. Strange device. Strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? Mystery. What is this? All right, current focus. Investigate Mr. Varley's quarters. Investigate Mr. Varley's office. Profile Mr. Varley. New game, what dis? This be the Séance of Blake Manor. Currently on sale. Currently, you can buy it bundled with blueprints because apparently the devs liked each other's games and stuff. And we're doing a lot more detective-y stuff in this game. We were asked to come here to, because a woman left without a trace, and she left a letter, and the letter was written by someone that was not her. Ooh, wait, do you rotate? This is so cool. Oh my god. I know there's no animation, but it actually, like, I still really like that. Anyway, wait, do I need to talk to her before going up? Nah, we just look at the pictures. Portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. Plaque reads, Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Who's that?
This room's yours, sir.
Ah.
Number 4.
Porter. The room plan. Ah, and then the water closets are in there. We'll analyze him. Unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. Sunken red eyes. His eyes are red if something is irritating them. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor.
Well, this is your room, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Doyle.
Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Thud. Craig, look at the fire. It says crackle and pop. Wait, does it say snap, crackle, pop? No, it says hiss, crackle, pop. Small house by a mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. A chair. Gramophone. Why do we get to... Why does it taking the rug take... Looking at the rug take a minute, but we can just open the nightstand for free. Oh. Guide to local flora and fauna. Not the Bible. The locale in question seems to be the north of England. Boo. Thick rug with an unremarkable design. Well, I guess we can look at everything in here. Can't see anything of note in here. Because it doesn't matter now that we had to figure out the mystery by midnight, and we did. So that's okay. Empty landscape. There's not much else to paint around here, I suppose. Can't see anything of note in here. I know there's nothing. That's closing it. Go my luggage. My luggage. I won't unpack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. A stag in a wintry landscape. A skilled piece of someone uninspired. Little of interest to me in here. Okay, so it does close if I just leave. I'm unsure what beast this came from. I doubt I'll sleep while knowing this damn thing is lit. Can I unlight it? More luxurious than I'm used to. Fine gramophone, not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. Oh, I can crouch. Right. Does that do anything? No. That's kind of everything in here, right? Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Sleep. Ah. Huh. Okay. I'm looking for vision and seeing nothing. Can he interact with the statues? Guess we'll walk down the hall. This never-ending hall. Nope, never mind. It is ending. Freaky. Freaky, 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 freaky. Okay, that's 1, 2, that's 8. That's 8. That's 8. Huh. Can I back out and look at something else? No. Okay. I clicked and dragged it. Didn't do that. Okay. That's definitely normal. That's definitely normal. Oh, okay. So if I start here. No, how am I supposed to do this? Like that? Okay. Oh. Right. That's how that happens. Definitely. Oh no. Like that? Okay. That's not the symbol that was there. Ding. Grats me.
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance. Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
That's a lot of noise.
What on earth was that?
I thought I was gonna have trouble sleeping with that being lit, but I guess not. Okay, so Jesus. We've got a lot. There's what the okay. That's a lot of people. Okay, records. That's what I wanted. Okay. I know enough about Irish to know that I should not even try to fake pronouncing these. So this is the what we standard triangle. Is a sigil that unlocks doors that are magically sealed. What we call the Triforce is a sigil that dissolves whatever it's been linked to. And then these 3 triangles on top of each other like this is a strange sigil I saw in my dream that woke me on using it. Ooh. I saw some rooms, and those were observations. Okay. Forged leaving letter. Day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. Atrium. Uh-oh.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
Stable Master and Groundsman, Mr. Dara Hunter. Given the attire, he is likely Father Lorcan Sinnott. Those Whispering Women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time, a Mrs. Victoria Lau and a Mrs. Ivy McLeod.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Ah.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Caitlin Joyce, the housekeeper. Ah, and she's got the cross. We saw earlier.
Sorry, Marquess.
Why is picture of his son there?
Miss Murphy.
I mean, I know it's technically right there, but... Saoirse?
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Miss Murphy, the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
Guess of Dune, Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? Commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Deane, of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Why are you traveling today?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Sure.
Wait. Some decorum, please.
And perhaps then this is our... Really? Oh, God. Rory? Is it just Rory? No, it's... He would be... Unless you're saying that this is Riri. But... That's his name, I'm assuming. No, I'm not? Okay. I was like... I don't know if I'm that off. Also slightly out of it, yeah. I'll wait until I hopefully hear him.
She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
O'Finn. Mr. O'Finn, he was in the book. Or in the sign-in book. He must be the X.
A bad omen. And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
The woman in mustard. I've got this awful disease where I can't stop telling airport jokes. My doctor says it's terminal. You know what?
Show some respect.
We can get payback by telling
Mr.
Amu
Dupre,
about how he
can't
missed
you
all
keep
of the
your
good dad
woman in
jokes.
line?
Can't you keep your woman in line? What the fuck?
Or is your dynamic the other way around?
God, I hope so.
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Olivia Darcy, Lloyd Dupree, Hazel Erickson, Michael Scarrett.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
Oui, oui. French accent. He is likely Mr. Toussaint. By process of elimination, then that distracted man must be Cathal O'Meara. And of those remaining women, the lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa and the other a Quinn.
Speaking of late arrivals.
Damn it, why don't I get to do this? I would have loved to have played the
Who's our newest guest?
Hey, quickly, you gotta attach the names to the pictures. Uh-oh. They're all looking at me now.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the Bellboy, Seamus Doyle. Is that alley card? Yes. How's it already 8:08? One of these people must be behind Miss Deane's appearance. But who are they all? They're all here for the seance, and some of them know one another, clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much, or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job. Investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free. Fun factoid, Doyle in Irish is Dole. I know this from a book I read. What's that? Oh.
Un moment. Monsieur?
Oui.
You would be, Declan Ward, correct?
Did I miss a Helsing thing? So, long story short, someone, probably this guy, because he knows who that we are, wrote us saying, hey, this woman's missing, and I think it's foul play. You should come and investigate. And we just showed up late last night for wrench.
Allow me to even the playing field. Huh? I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics. And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
All right, let's analyze them first. What do we got? You got this thing. Some of my honey cheers are heart-shaped. Oh, they weren't all heart-shaped? I thought they were doing that thing where they're like, it's good for your heart, so we're making them heart-shaped. Maybe it's left, if they're not all like that, then maybe it's leftovers from when they were doing that. Society of Physical Research symbol. A crest which reads Society of Physical Research. All right, what's this? Notebook in pocket. The notebook, worn around the edges, kept close to hand. All observations discovered. Interesting. I like getting the O. Same. Okay. You know my identity. You know me, sir. Not quite. I know of you. Ready to see you truly are the man I have read about. American cereal and good for your heart does not go together. I would say not good for your blood sugar or good for your blood sugar and American cereal don't go together. I like Honey Nut Cheerios are one of my favorites. I don't eat them anymore because that's way too much sugar and carbs and all that good stuff. But like, I think I'm trying to remember what is it specifically about it. But like, it's not complete bullshit. Yeah, it does the Cheerios. Okay, so we've already discussed this. What can I discuss with him? Mr. Toussaint suggested there may be frauds in the event, con artists hoping to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees. Sure. Especially got fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, Monsieur? It's a seance. Surely everyone involved is running it is a charlatan and the rest naive fools. Au contraire, Monsieur. Many of the guests are true magical practitioners. At a gathering such as this, there's likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely believe. I guess. You suspect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. My intent is to gain the proof that will discredit them. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about the relationship with Deane and their own reasons for attending the seance. Get enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. For solving my hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint to find out what your deductions have revealed. Hold to proceed. What? What is your hypothesis? Mr. Toussaint's goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence. What if? I know what happened here.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
Help? Any helpers?
So, you do know who I am.
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas?
Excuse me, how do you say that? N'est-ce pas? Fucking French.
As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt.
Yeah, but even the other people here assume that about her, so that's not who I'd be concerned about at all.
But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
You want me to go snooping into a lady's room in the 1800s?
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? no?
Papa John's announced it doesn't think its customers can count, so they're adding AI to the ordering system.
You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided.
Yay.
Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes? Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast.
Isn't the best time for me to sneak into a room is at breakfast? Why are you making the announcement at breakfast?
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
The best time to sneak in is when she is bathing. I mean, that's true, because bathrooms are not in the rooms here. This is the 1800s. Well, look at them having that nice discussion. Eavesdrop a private conversation to discover more clues.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Oh, it served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Hi, Jelly. What the fuck would AI do? So there's a Taco Bell. One of the Taco Bells here is part of Taco Bell's pilot program to use AI to order, and unfortunately, it's the one that's most convenient to me. So, and I asked actually one of the workers there of like, hey, like, is it the same to you? Can I just like, is there something I'd say to order? And they're like, there is, but honestly, we prefer it. So, I've been using it just because like, I'm not going to be the guy that's like, I'm going to not use AI and then piss off the workers. And like, in the long run, is it worse for them if AI is doing it? Yes. But like, I'm not going to change their minds on that. So like, I'm not going to win that fight. So I've just been using their AI ordering, and it just listens for what you're saying. And I haven't get that, for what it's worth, I haven't had to get an order wrong yet. It takes so long to order though, because it's like it tries to upsell you on everything. It tries to it does like all of the what's the word? It goes through all the promotional stuff every single time. It'll try to get you round up for charity, all that stuff. So I dislike it for all that stuff, but. Fell asleep waiting for Rivals to finish updating, watching Mim. Woke up to Ben rated. Do you want anything else? Yeah, it's happy hour. Do you want a drink? And no. Would you like to round up to support local schools? No. Like all the stuff that like probably the employees were supposed to have been asking this entire time, but didn't want to waste their time or my time, and I appreciate them for it. But yeah, I did ask at one point of like, I'd like to do this to like, just use it. I'm like, okay, fine, sure, whatever. I played Ark in a bit as well. It's more fun with friends than my teammates gets to the holidays. You know, hot or mild sauce. Well, okay, so I guess they were asking at the window directly, but like, I do almost always get Diablo sauce, and so like, it's not that I never got it. It's just that if they were already asking sometimes at like when you were ordering, but if they weren't, they were asking at the pickup anyway. So yeah, I'm curious about that, Amu, because like my experience watching Jelly is I actually like, not that I'm watching your Ark streams like through the entire time, but I feel like I'm, you know, popping in a lot. And I can't think the last time I saw you have a PvP fight in Ark, Jelly. Like, I feel like it's been a while. I just know what ours does. I've got how to work it. I despise it. I I despise it because of the time it takes, and it's trying to upstyle on everything. But it's not. I will say, at least it hasn't gotten anything wrong. I do think, was it Taco Bell that had the issue where like someone was able to order like 73 things of water or some ridiculous amounts of water for their order? I got shot in the back by a little squeak motherfucker while I was looking at chat. Doesn't ARC use systems separate hostile and friendly players? I haven't heard about that, Craig. Oh, it does? Okay. So, like, the less people you kill, like, the friendlier lobbies you put into? Aggressive-based matchmaking. Oh, that's cool. That's... Man, a matchmaking system that takes something into account that's not skill. That's... Holy shit. Or just... I mean, it still kills, but that's so funny, because it's like... Like, I'm sure someone's like, well, what if I'm in the mood for this? Like, it's gonna ruin my lobbies or whatever. And it's like, well... Sucks to suck, I guess.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name in the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name in the next. I'll make a note of that. Unless he's trying to throw us off. Because he apparently does chisel. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. Sorry. Oh, that reminds me. So I did end up going and doing triage this morning for this cough and everything. There's some good news and maybe not as good news. Good news is so Doc actually came in, not just nurses looking at me, which like is nurses, just having nurses looking at me is not a problem. We've got some really good nurses, and I feel like communication between nurses and docs have gotten so good that, like, I'll be honest, there's a lot of things I've done where it's just been RNs looking at me, and that's been fine. And like obviously running something by the doc to get the sign off, but you know, not needing anything where a doctor needs to take time to come in. But he came in and gave me a look over once after the nurse did, and the good news is he's seeing it like he's seen it before, which, you know, is maybe not necessarily good of like, oh shit, like maybe there's quite a few people. I think he said at least a dozen cases so far, like in the past week. And so he knows it's not COVID. He knows it's not the flu. There's something else he was like, it's not this. I think what did he say? An antivirus or something like that? Which was some type of virus that I hadn't heard of before, but he was like, it wasn't any of the big nasties. Not pneumonia. No, he doesn't think so. Although I did get a chest X-ray. I don't have the results back, but I did. I assume that's what I got a chest X-ray just to make sure. The part that was concerning, and has him concerned as well, is for a lot of those people that came in this week that he saw, a lot of them got this at Thanksgiving and still have it. As he put it, 6 weeks. That they're looking at 6 weeks. Which is interesting because when I like, you know, I did the Google thing at one point just to like give myself a rough idea of like, okay, when should I be going in? And I was seeing like 3 weeks probably means you need to go in. And so 6 weeks is like, what the fuck? So I might have this for a little while longer. I was given a bunch of stuff to take. There's something completely unrelated that he looked at and he was like, and you wanted this taken care of too? And I'm like, sure. And so that was pretty cool. Wonder if some of them have a lighter version of whooping cough then, which Kiddo had even though she has the vaccine without the whipping sound. Yeah, I whatever he said he thought it was, I hadn't heard of before, but the way he made it sound was like, again, it's not like, he made it seem like it was probably something that was more mild than COVID or even the flu. Which I did get my flu vaccine this year. Obviously, like they're not hoping. The flu shot is based on a very educated amount of work, into trying to determine what strain of flu will be the predominant strain this year. They're not always right because, you know, it's not an exact science. So, you know, I've been keeping that open in the back of my head is, hey, I might have gotten the flu vaccine and still got the flu. That's okay. But stats, yep. Stats, because I hate to use the word guess because they are using a lot of data to make this decision. It is far from a guess, but it is still like it still can sometimes be wrong. That's okay. I make all sorts of wrong decisions every day. All right. Anyway, very educated hypothesis. There you go. That's the word I should be using. As you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule for that time slot. Minor skulls be set so events aren't missed. I can make the wrong choices, like to get out of bed. True. Okay, so someone's going to be the stables. Away. The walled garden. Oh, we don't actually have pictures attached to everybody. Wait, why don't I have pictures attached to everybody? Do I get to attach pictures to everybody? Okay, so she's going to be atrium for the rest of the hour. So we need to go to her room now. And her room was... I half made the wrong decision to not just go to bed last night, but Pit was good. Yeah, man, I'm upset for you that there was not some type of like, yeah, we're gonna like stay up like because we're gonna be there soon, or go to bed, we're not gonna get there anytime soon. Because like I would absolutely make the thing if I call an emergency line of I need something in my house emergency fixed, that they're gonna be there in some kind of timely fashion and I should stay up. So the fact that they didn't like have any type of timeline to give you and that it ended up being like 12 hours later is frustrating to say the least. No, we literally didn't. I went to bed at the same time you did, or that you left, Crank, because I had an appointment this morning, so I knew I couldn't stay up any longer. Speaking of not being able to stay up longer, yeah, this ad's about to run, and like I'm glad I streamed today, and I think it's good to try to keep my voice going, and also, you know, put some strain on it just to see how I am doing with the sickness, but I think I am only going to do 2 hours today. Without the crank, it all falls apart. That's always true, Crank. So I think I am going to call it here. We've got a good stopping point. We're going to what's her name's room. We'll figure out more. So this means we can watch for a pit. True. Just, you know, let's go find someone to raid first, though. I think the last raid was also the Primal, but that's fine. We'll go raid Primal anyways. Oh, wait, no. Jelly just started. What the fuck? Cass? Nope, you're banned. We're raiding out just because of you. Stream is ending just because of Cass. Can't believe Cass did this. Why are alerts so much louder? I genuinely don't know. Because I can't hear them. So I will have to mess with that. Wait, I just got here. Thanks, Cass. Thanks, Cass. Simonid, you'll like this one. You genuinely, it might be for the best that you didn't see anything, because I think you'll like this one as well. Why did you add a second S? Okay, excellent. I'll look into it. Hell yeah. Okay. Let me type this in correctly. Call someone cute. Simonid. Ew. Splash. Amu. 3 or 4. You know, 3 out of 4 is passing grade, right? I'm not cute. I'm Dedge. Nope. You can be cute while Dedge. Thank you for doing the raid message just as I was about to type it out. Name Cass is the reason the stream is ending. True! Cass, you are no longer Cass. You are the reason the stream is ending. 3 doesn't count as an AP credit. We're not... Does this look like an AP class to you? Get Jelly to move the Stute. Again, sorry. I'm only doing towers today because my throat is still not healed. No, that is not an excuse to try to put something down it. I will see you guys over in Jellies. I'll see you guys back here Monday. I'm going to give it another go Monday. It genuinely does feel better, and I'm glad I did this. Just, I don't think I can do more than 2 hours today. See you guys over in Jellies. Thanks for watching.